Obama is basically asking the FCC to reclassify the internet under a provision in the Communications Act called Title II. Why is it that cable companies don't like this?
Well, this is a fight, as you said, that's been going on for a very long time, really the past 10 years. And it's not really about the internet as a whole. The debate is about broadband internet access. So cable companies as well as telephone companies like AT&T and Verizon offer broadband internet access. And the issue for a long time has been, is that service what's called a telecommunications service? Is it properly classified under the same set of rules under the law that apply to telephone companies? Or is it what's called an information service? And the problem is the statute, the 1996 Telecommunications Act, doesn't actually say what happens if something's an information service. And so the FCC for a long time has said broadband access is an information service, but they still think that they can regulate it under various kinds of legal theories. Their last attempt to do that was overturned by the courts, although the court said the FCC did have authority, they just didn't do the rules the right way. So the FCC tried again under this information service classification, but the president jumping in and saying publicly that the FCC should actually change its view from what it's done previously is potentially a pretty dramatic shift in this whole debate.
Okay, what is it, though, that cable companies stand to lose if the FCC were to adopt Title II?
The concern that the industry has is that if you put broadband access in the same bucket as traditional regulated services, it opens the door to all sorts of other FCC regulation down the road. What's odd is on the specific issue that everyone's fighting about, which is so-called network neutrality or open internet rules, the cable companies and the telephone companies generally say today, at least, we're okay with that. We are not saying that we should discriminate against unaffiliated content providers. They just don't think the FCC should impose those rules under this Title II framework. And the reason is Title II gives the FCC perhaps more latitude down the road to deal with, for example, pricing practices, usage-based billing, interconnection charges, and so forth. And so they're concerned, I think, that if the FCC reclassifies, as the president has urged, that it opens the door potentially for the FCC to be more restrictive and to impose requirements that could affect their ability to engage in certain business models.